All right, everybody, I'm super excited to show you this video to end the year off. I think this next strategy we're going to go over is going to help you guys add another strategy to your guys' business's marketing playbook. And it's a low-hanging fruit, and I think you guys can all benefit from this, right? I think it's foundation. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen now. All right, this is going to be the case study on how we added $77,000 worth of revenue without spending any money on any paid advertising. So let's jump right in. The strategy, so the case study we're going to be going over, I think one of the most overlooked marketing channels by most local or small businesses, and the importance of the marketing channel and why it should matter going into 2023. And by the end of this, you'll definitely have some actionable steps you guys can start taking today to start getting results using this strategy. Now, what's the strategy? It's Google My Business, also known as Google Profiles. Now, most people complain about not having leads, but when you look them up, one, they're nowhere to be found, or two, when you do look them up, they're not as attractive or as accessible as they should be. And I'll roll into what that means here in a little bit, but there's nothing like somebody looking you up or trying to get your services here locally, and you just can't find you. So it's going to be tough for you to get more calls, more text, more people visiting your website, more people at the end of the day walking in and getting your guys' service, right? So you have to understand the importance of this and kind of leverage Google search-based intent. So when people go on Google, unlike Facebook, unlike Instagram, unlike TikTok, when they go to those platforms, they're going to those platforms to get entertained, right? To catch up with their family, catch up with their friends. Now, Google, usually when they're going on Google, they're going with an intent. And usually with this intent, they're needing this service as soon as possible, if not yesterday, right? So understanding that search-based intent compared to the other platforms is why this is so lucrative to local businesses, right? So you're going to be getting hot leads, inbound leads, people who were actively searching up, roof repair near me, dentist near me, gym near me, insurance agent near me, realtor near me, any of those terms, right? So your industry probably gets searched hundreds, if not thousands times per month. So getting a piece of that pie is going to help you guys continually grow your business, right? So I want to use a prime example, Nebraska Septic. I partnered up with Steven back in September, and I just want to go over the results so you guys can see the proof is in the pudding, and you can use one of the local businesses here in our community as a prime example. Feel free to look them up, take a look at it, and see it for yourself, right? So he wanted to be seen whenever anybody wanted a septic repair, installation, a new septic tank, all those kind of keywords, right? That was his main goal. I want to be more visible there. And when you did search those up, even if you did find Steven's profile, compared to the other industry leaders, there's a big gap, right? So his profile had about 5 reviews, and the competitors had 30, 40-ish reviews. So it was kind of that Amazon effect. And this is why this is so important. Everybody needs to understand this, is most things that are bought online are bought on Amazon. And what do you do when you go on Amazon? You look up the product that you're looking for, right? And then you go look for reviews, who has the most reviews, who has the best reviews, and you probably sit down and read a few reviews before ultimately making that purchase decision. So that is ingrained in people's consumers' mindsets right now. And I don't know about you, I shop on Amazon. I'm sure most of the people that are watching this shop on Amazon or have shopped on Amazon and have done those before buying, right? Before purchasing. So same kind of habits are going to roll over when people are searching up your business and looking up your business. That's why this is so key. And everybody in business says, your reputation is everything. Your reputation is everything. But then they fail to transfer that over on the Google sector, right? So it's very, very key that people will make this decision whether they want to go with your business or the next business simply off reviews. I would not be surprised if most just look at reviews and call the person right away, right? So who would you rather call? The business with 100 reviews or the business with 3 reviews? It's pretty easy choice if you ask me, right? So that was our main focus in the short time working with him. And we were able to jump his profile from 5 reviews to 53 reviews. And you guys can look it up, search him up. And I don't want to get credit for all this, right? So Steven, he's already built an awesome foundation with this team. He provides quality work, right? Quality service, and people love his customer service, right? So he helps people, he's genuine, and that reflects once we did this campaign, right? This isn't a magic cure-all, right? You have to make sure you actually do quality work and you're servicing your customers at a very high level. So he was already doing that. We just needed to make it accurate and reflect that on his Google profile. Once we ran that campaign, he went from 5 reviews all the way to 53 reviews. I think his average rating is 4.8. So that just speaks on his service and what his company, what standards they hold themselves to. So reach out to them if you guys need any septic repair, any work like that. Steve and his team, they'll take care of you. How to throw that in there. But his calls jumped from 287% when he signed up from September to October. 287%. Imagine if that kind of effect happened to your business. What would that do? How many more customers would you get? How many more sales would you get? How many more referrals would you get? So on, so forth. So on, so forth. So the total revenue generated after I spoke to him was about 77,000 in gross revenue. And you have to keep in mind, he does have a higher ticket price point, right? Compared to maybe a lower ticket restaurant, something like that. He does a pretty high ticket service, right? So his revenue did jump quite a bit. And he told me this time last year, he was doing about 10 jobs. And now after doing this program, he's now at 17 jobs. So his workload for his team almost doubled just from prioritizing the strategy that I'm talking to you about today. So this is his profile, right? Just to show you guys the proofs of the pudding. You guys can look it up as well. And yeah, so sitting at 53 reviews, even when you look it up, I did want to kind of show you guys that. I can flip the screen here in a little bit as well and show you guys that. But how can you do this for your business? So this is kind of the formula that I followed. So I'll just break it down. I'm not going to hide anything. I'm going to show you guys, peel back the curtain, exactly what I did to achieve this result for Steven and his company. We optimized his Google profile. We focused on reviews, the process of reviews, and making sure he was just asking for it, right? And then the good thing about Steven is he's already served quite a bit of people. He's been in business for some time. So he had a list, a database of people who he has served. There was just no process of obtaining that feedback, right, for your company. And then we also did some citations and backlinks to his profile, and I'll go into what that means here in a little bit. And we also focused on engagement. And when I mean engagement, that just means making sure Google knows you're alive, posting, doing Google posts, making sure you're responding to reviews. And then another thing you can do as well is optimize your website. That's going to help out a ton as well. And ultimately, the biggest, most important thing, in my opinion, is consistency and automating some of these tasks that take up too much of your time. So reviews, are you asking for them, right? So many people I talk to, you know, if you look at their profile, they've been in business for 10 plus years and they have like 4 reviews. That just shows me there isn't a process put in place, or they're just simply not asking for them, right? Do you have a process? Do you have, when a customer becomes a customer, is there a sort of way, you know, do you get that list on a Tuesday? Do you block out an hour of time? Do you send them a text? Do you call them, say, hey, appreciate if you can leave me a review? Do you ask them in the store, as your front desk receptionist, after they leave, hey, do you mind leaving us a review on Google? It'd mean a lot for us. You can even incentivize them. Hey, if you leave us a review, we'll give you, you know, a free buddy pass next time you come to the gym. We'll give you a free whatever, right? That is going to help people want to leave you reviews, right? And creating a process around that. That's super, super important. People overlook it, or they simply are just too lazy and don't do it. Can you automate it? This is the next level, right? So there's automations you can do for your business. Like once you mark a customer sold, can you automatically send them a text and email asking for their feedback? You know, that is very, very key. If you guys don't want to block out time, automate it, delegate your business owner, automate that process. Now it's happening around the clock without you even having to worry about it. And do you have a customer list of people? This is going to be very, very important. If you have been storing your customers, your sales, all that, that's going to be the first place you can go to get an immediate quick win. This alone can take you from, you know, 5 reviews to 20 reviews to 100 reviews. It'll be kind of night and day, and it'll make your business look 10 times more attractive when people do find you online. Optimize your profile hack. So this is a quick way to know how to optimize your profile. If I'm saying, you're saying, David, how do I optimize my listing? How do I get my Google profile to look better? It's very, very simple. So whatever your service is, all you have to go do is do a little funnel hacking, a little spying on your competitors, right? So let's say, I'll exit out my screen here. let's say we wanted to get seen we're a contractor and we want to get seen in Lincoln, Nebraska for a contractor, Lincoln, Nebraska, contractor near me. If you look here, the volume for this keyword alone it gets searched up 90,000 times per month. So just imagine getting a little piece of that pie, right? It's going to have a big impact in your business. And these are the Google profiles. If you didn't know, these right here are the Google profile. It has your reviews right there, your website, directions, even on mobile, you can text people from your Google profiles. So if I were wanting to get seen for a contractor near me, because I do contracting work and I want to get seen there, I would pull up this list of businesses right here, right? And I'd hit more businesses. And now you have a list of all the top contractor profiles that Google has deemed, right? It's Google. Google has say, hey, I am going to reward these businesses on the first page here because of their, they've been doing either their SEO, reviews, citations, backlinks, whatever. And as you can see down here, there's 10 rows, 10 different pages. There's more than 10 pages of businesses. So imagine how frustrating it would be if you have a quality service, you provide a quality product, and people are looking up contractors near them, and you're nowhere to be found. You're on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th page of Google. Your phone's probably not going to be ringing. Most people won't venture off the first slot here, the first page. Why? Because there's plenty of options here, right? So as you can see, what I would do if I wanted to get found for contractor near me and I wanted to optimize my listing, I would come to the first page and take a look at these profiles, right? Like Handyman Lincoln, boom. Right, I have one right here. Awesome. Let's break this down. All right, he has 45 reviews. If I want a shot at getting at 45 reviews, let me look at the average of these people on the first page, how many reviews I need to be around ballpark. He has 679 photos. Do I have that many photos? Can I upload? How many photos can I upload? Areas served, can I match? All you're really doing is modeling your profile after something that is already seeing success. Don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Look at his nice built out, has plenty of pictures, plenty of reviews, responding to his reviews, good ratings for his reviews. So it's not too terribly difficult. All you have to go do is model what's already working, right? Model success. Don't overthink this. Seriously, do not overthink that. Some helpful tools that I use, as you can see, that showed me the volume and what kind of categories people were in. I use two tools. I use GMB Everywhere, which is a Google Chrome extension, and then I also use Keywords Everywhere, which is another Google extension. Those will help you understand search volume, what might be beneficial to you for your business to get seen, and then what categories some of these businesses are, so you can model after them, right? Citations. This is the next thing that's important, right? Citations, as you can see, are just instances of your company being named on other websites. Your name, your address, your phone number, and website. It is very, very important that you make sure this information is accurate across the board, because when Google is searching the web, crawling the web, indexing the web, and if your business is coming up and it's misinformation or inaccurate information, Google's going to want to not prioritize your business versus a business that does have all that information accurate and readily available, and it's the same across the board, right? So making sure that is the same on your website, your Google profile, your Facebook, your Instagram, all your social media sites is very, very important. If that's something that you guys can do, it'll take you probably less than 10 minutes to do that on all your sites, right? So the key factors with citations is the accuracy and the total number of citations, which websites, obviously the brand authority. And the process is you're just going to enter your business information. Most of these websites are going to want you to create a profile. And if you need a good list of which websites or which citations would benefit your business, just comment down below citations and I'll make sure to send that to you. I'll message you which citations I like to use, and I'll give you guys a list that you guys can go ahead and start and do that, right? So again, citations, making sure this is pretty much the accuracy piece, making sure you're visible on other directories, people can find you, right? Engagement, making sure you do Google posts so people know you're alive, responding to reviews within 24 to 48 hours, answering messages as they come in. These are all good practices on your Google profile. That's going to show Google, hey, I'm on this, I'm active, I'm prioritizing, and Google's going to want to reward you for taking those actions. So consistency. This is where if you look up some business industries, you'll have the one business that's the clear industry leader. They have like 1,000 reviews. And then the next best people have like 10 or 20. right? So what that tells me is they had a system put in place, process put in place, and it was just working for them around the clock. That way it could help them become consistent on doing this. That way they could do it on while they're sleeping, while they're working. It didn't matter. They just make sure it was getting done, right? So that is probably the biggest piece, as well as putting a process and having it just work for you if you can automate it, right? So now here's your options. If you guys wanted to do this alone, this framework alone is going to help you accomplish getting ranked higher on Google and optimizing your profile. Now, there are marketing agencies, and I just want to throw it out there. If you guys did want to use a marketing agency, most companies will probably charge you anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 plus for these services. It just a heads up. I don't want you to get blindsided, right? So they're going to probably try to offer you some hardcore SEO package, maybe a whole bunch of things that you might not need. I'll be completely honest with you, right? And I think that's where a lot of agencies kind of give you guys a disservice, right? They try to give you so much at once and charge you super high ticket. Well, I think you guys should kind of try this out on your own first, see the kind of results that you are getting and see if it's working and you're getting some actual return. And this, I believe, is the foundation, right? The Google profiles, I believe, is the foundation, because once you get that up and rolling, it adds so much more credibility. When people do find you, it's so easy. Say, hey, there's a reason why my profile has this many 5-star reviews, good reviews. It's because of the service, the quality. I think it gives you leverage as a business as well. So I think, this is truly the foundations, right? And then you can start doing the Google ads, the Facebook ads, the Instagram ads, TikTok ads, optimizing your website, right? All the more fancier paid advertising. That's all great. I'm a fan of it. I do it myself personally, but I think the Google profile is the foundation to make sure the other channels are also set up for success, right? You're going to be, why run traffic to your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, if when people look you up, they see your business with like 1-star review, maybe it's a 3-star review, not many reviews, and they're just like, oof, I don't know if I want to work with you. And then they'll see your competitor with 100+ review and they might just end up going with them, right? I think this is the foundation. I think you guys should all implement this, give this a shot. Obviously, I do this for businesses, so you guys always feel free to reach out to me. I'll give you my tips. I'll give you pretty much this framework. That's what I follow to a T. And yeah, that is pretty much the training for today. I hope this gives you guys some value. I hope it helps you guys get some understanding. Again, just to give you an example, Nebraska Septic, prime example, implemented the strategy. You see the results they got. Septic tank near me, they're the very first business that pops up organically. And this is their reviews in the last few months working, right? September, October, boom. That's what skyrocketed their their listing. I think reviews play a huge part, because obviously Google wants to show businesses that are doing quality work. That they ruin their user experience if they're just showing businesses that aren't performing at a high level. So I hope this helps, guys. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions in the comments. If you want the citations, comment down below, or feel free to shoot me a message. Thank you guys for tuning in.